Yo and hello everybody and welcome to another episode of Showcase Showdown with Mike and Chris. Chris, I have to say the last episode I left with tail between my legs a little bit.
Well, it was about time. You'd already beat me 2 in a row, and I was getting ready not to even want to show any cards. But then when the wheel landed on Gibson, I thought, I have a chance. And man, did that feel good.
Well, we're going to do another Cardinals player today. We're going to do Lou Brock is who we landed on last time. And I'm going to change some things up on you. Now that you won, I'm going to switch this around. You're in charge. You're the host. You're like you get the number one seat on the stream because you are the reigning champion as we go into Lou Brock here.
Well, it feels good, but I think I'm the Ed McMahon to your Johnny Carson here. So we'll see how long I can keep this seat.
Sadly, a lot of the kids won't even know that reference, but that's all right.
True. Showing my age.
Well, Lou Brock's one of those guys, again, retired right before I got into baseball. You know, he retired during my lifetime, but another guy that all I knew is he was really fast and he stole a lot of bases. You know, he was the Ricky Henderson before Ricky Henderson, right?
That is correct.
He broke Ty Cobb's career stolen base record, had the single season record as well. So he was known as a speedster, but could really hit. I mean, he ended up with over 3,000 hits. It's not like he wasn't Vince Coleman. You know, he could hit.
That is true. I got to see him play, toward the later stages of his career. And he was such a good ambassador for the Cardinals, even throughout the state. And he'd be at ball games quite a bit. And when I was coaching in college, he sat on the board of directors of Missouri Valley College, where I used to coach. And he was pretty giving. He's a quiet man, but pretty giving of his time. And,
very cool.
Yeah. I just loved, I don't know if you have seen some tapes, but he'd almost get a running start.
Really?
There was times that he'd have a young pitcher all shook up that, they knew when he got on base, they knew he was going, and just couldn't get him out.
Well, I am so ready to get that taste out of my mouth from Bob Gibson, and that was terrible. I think I have a pretty good shot against you with Lou Brock here.
I think you probably do too.
Okay,
but we'll see. The cards got to play themselves, right?
They do, and you're the home team today since you won last time. So I'm the visitor, which means I hit first. I will show this isn't part of his basic tops run. Just to remind everybody, we're using the basic PSA run for the players to do this, but all the players have extra cards. Lou Brock has a 1980 tops card number 1 in the set, where he and Yaz share it, commemorating their reaching the 3,000 hit mark, both in 1979, which is again a testament to Lou Brock as an overall player, not just a base runner, right? So, but 19, here we go.
Okay.
Let's go, guys. You got this. All right.
I would wish you good luck, but I'm just not going to.
Okay. 1979 tops. Last tops card for Lou Brock. I have a PSA 8.
Okay. I hope it doesn't start. I got a PSA 6.
Oh, yeah. Here we go. You better, I just want you to savor. Just savor for a minute last week because, yeah, that's that.
Can I show my Gibson cards again along with Brock?
Nope.
Okay, my turn.
Just to 79. This is kind of a cool card in 79. They had these all-time record holder cards, and the Brock, he's both the single season and career stolen base. I just think that's a cool card. Obviously, Ricky Henderson came along and wiped all those records off the books in relatively short order, honestly. No one will ever catch Ricky in career stolen bases, I don't think. And I don't think anybody will beat his 130 in a season. But Brock was the man for a while there, and this 79 card shows it. It's just kind of neat.
Brock still Brock's still what, number 2 on the list still of stolen bases? So I believe.
I think so,
Yeah.
actually.
So that's
What was
just
he?
that
Nine
tells you
thirty
something.
nine.
Yeah, that
Yeah.
tells you something about it. So,
Yeah.
all right, 1978 tops card number 170 in a PSA 9.
Ooh, he creeps back. I have a PSA 8. That's
Okay.
right. Like Lou Brock's one of those guys that his cards are not expensive for the most part. And, really good Hall of Famer. 9's a great. I think that's the highest grade we've shown on any card in this whole thing, isn't it?
I think you're right. Do I get a trophy or anything for that?
You get no,
No.
but nice try.
Okay.
You're only at 1 point behind right now. So he also has a 78 record breaker, most stolen bases lifetime. Card number 1 in the 78 set. So, all right, 1977 base card. I have that in a PSA 8.
Well, you're going to get that point back because I have one in a PSA 7.
Nice. This might be our most hotly contested player, as we go through this.
We've done a good,
13.
we've done a good job by having most of the cards, and it's just
Well, that makes it fun. If we had nope, don't have it. Nope, don't have. But
Yeah.
now that we're including raw card, ungraded, I'm going to have most of them as well because I have most of these sets, right? So,
sure.
all right.
Okay.
Your turn.
1976. This is a great looking card. It just screams Lou Brock the way he's getting ready to steal a base. I have mine in PSA 7.
I have mine in a PSA Ocho. Look at that. By the way, you can change flips. I did that. Like I printed all these flips and put them on the card. Like it's fantastic. Did you know you could do that?
I didn't know you had that machine.
I do. I rented one. All right, 1975 top. I do love the 76. He was a multi-time All-Star. I have some All-Star cards of him. We'll show later. But 75, decent color scheme on this one. What do I have? I have a 7.
I too have a 7.
Okay. Keeping it close. We're keeping it close.
Okay.
He also has just like Bob Gibson last week, Lou Brock has a 75 tops highlights card for most stolen bases, I think in a season. So, all right, 1974. I have a PSA 7.
Yeah. I have a PSA 5.
Okay.
I may have to start covering up the grade and just telling you what it is.
You
Slipping a little bit. Slipping. It's still fairly close, but
you might. I got some. When we get down later, you might have a shot here. So, don't be discouraged.
I think I might be saying the same thing. So
okay, don't be discouraged. 1973 top. Oh, that's you. This is you.
1973 tops. I think I'm gonna slide just a little bit more in a 5.
I only have a 6.
Okay, I'm still within reach.
You're not too far behind. Okay.
It's your turn.
Well, I also have. I'll show this random 73 Kellogg's Lou Brock in a PSA 9. I think this was a 4 Sharp Corners purchase. It was on there like literally probably $5 or $6, like
right
years ago, and I just that's cool. I'll buy that, and threw it in my cart on 4 Sharp Corners. All right, 72 tops. Another cool. I know you love this set. I have a PSA 7.
Yeah, keep sliding. I have mine in a PSA 4. But don't you like those sideburns or those chops that he has on him?
The chops. Yeah, I think you're. What would you say yours was?
If you didn't hear it, it was an 8. But no, it is a PSA 4.
4. All right. Yeah. The gap is widening.
So a little quick thing on Lou Brock. We had, we just did Bob Gibson, and Bob Gibson was just a kind of a, with that towering figure and his reputation came before him. But if these two were side by side talking, Bob Gibson looked all mean, and then he had the highest pitched voice. I mean, he had a Mike Tyson in his younger days kind of voice, and
Right.
it was just kind of funny. And Lou Brock intentionally, when they a lot of times having a little fun, intentionally would lower his own voice to make it to just because Bob Gibson couldn't do that.
That's hilarious.
Okay, 1971 tops in an SGC 6.
How about a PSA 7?
I don't like it. Don't like it at all.
I don't like it, he says. Well, you can not like it all you want. All right, 1970. We're finishing off the 70s. Here's where I start getting a little weak. I've got a PSA 5.
Give me some points back because I have an SGC 6.5.
Nice. Here he comes, guys. Here he comes.
Working my way back.
Coming back.
On your totals, do you have a running total right now?
I do.
Can you
yeah,
see
you're down 8.5 points.
8.5 points. Well, is it my turn or your turn?
Go ahead.
Okay. I'm going to cover this MC on here.
Yeah.
And tell you that that's just a 7.
Well, believe it or not, even with a 7 MC, which is a 5, you still beat me because I only have a 4.
Okay. If I get a point every one of these cards, I'm gonna win.
You're gonna be coming back. So you had a 7 MC, is that right?
I did.
Okay. All right. Oh, wait, I did that wrong. I gave myself more points. That's not cool. Better have to check my math. He also has a 69 All-Star, which is great. And then his 68. I have a PSA. I just got this back, actually. PSA 5 from PSA.
I got a pretty one, but it is an SGC 6.5.
Dude, you're getting not a point per card. You're getting a 1.5 per card.
Well, I might be sliding here again. It's like tug of war. I got you pulled over to one side, getting back, and then the white flag. Oh, show that one.
So Brock has a 68 All-Star. He also has a World Series card in 68. Brock Sox 4 hits in opener. So those are cool. Okay.
1967.
Yep.
Pretty card. But mine's in a 4.
Well, you're not losing too much ground because I have a 5.
Okay.
That's just a cool, simple card. Very clean. Like, that's just a good looking baseball card, isn't it?
Yeah, I think that's beautiful. And I want to remind people that are watching, let us know what your cards look like. Let us know if your Brocks are better than our Brocks or if you got a specific good card, let us know.
Absolutely. Yeah, play along. He also has the 67 cards clubbers with Brock and Kurt Flood. I love the combo cards in the 60s, man. They rocked it in the 60s.
Flood was a pretty fast outfielder too.
Yeah, he was.
Yeah.
66 tops. I have a PSA 6.
Give me a point then, because I have a PSA 7.
Uh-oh. He keeps trying. Did you pay $170 for that card?
I did not. I don't know why it even says 170.
You're only down 6 points right now.
Okay.
And you might get some back right here because 65, you're first, I think.
Yeah. Okay. 1965 with that pennant on the front. SGC 5.
PSA 3.
Yeah, but I have a feeling on this next one that I'm gonna just hand you the game. I'm afraid.
Well, you're down 4 points, so
I've worked my way back. But
64. This is close. I enjoy it when it's closer. Nobody wants a rout, right?
You are correct. Well, no, I felt pretty good last week, so I don't even know what you're talking about. But no, it does make it fun all the way through when it is close like this, and I think it's neat how our cards kind of mirror each other.
Totally.
It just and the way we collect and player runs and that kind of stuff. I don't know. It's just fun.
It is. 64. This is his first or last Cubs card, I guess, technically. First Cubs card you're seeing. I have a 5.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. I wish I could tell you this is a 7, but that crooked letter is a 2.
But you have it,
I
right?
have it. It's mine.
It's yours, and no one can take that away from you.
The 64s, the backs always seem to look dirty to me because the
salmon back.
Yeah.
All right, 63. You're up.
Okay, now this is one of his prettiest cards, I think.
It really is.
I have mine in a PSA 6.
Well, I have a 5. So I'll give a score update as we head into the final card. Is rookie card 1962. You're down 6 points, but rookie cards are double, so you could really make up some ground here. I have in his rookie card, which is, by the way, not the greatest looking card in the world, a PSA 5.
And this number 10 on here looks awful odd. It looks sort of like a PSA 4.
Well, 4 is pretty good. This is a off center, like that rookie card is one of the really hard ones to get. Really well centered and all that.
I remember having this card and not wanting to get it graded because I wanted a better representation of it, but they were awful kind to me, and so I'm so glad I didn't. Not just because of the grade, but I can just say, this is my card. It's always been my card. But
well, that was fun, but I hate to tell you, I beat you 209 to 201.
That's pretty close, though. That is
way better than last week. But I've taken a commanding 3-1 lead.
Okay.
I don't know if you're going to make the playoffs or not. We'll see.
Just like fantasy football this year for me, I lost 5 in a row, but I'm seeded number 3rd in our league. I've lost the first 5, and now I made a comeback. So that was really really fun, and I loved how close it was, and I can't wait to see who we're going to do next.
Again, I think this is a 4th one. I think we've only been missing like 3 or 4 cards total.
Maybe 4. Those. We started off with Sandy Koufax. We did Corey Yastrzemski. We did Bob Gibson, and now Lou Brock. That's that's 4 pretty good ones.
And we've both had all the Brock cards. So you had asked me before, did I have them all? I was like, I'm not going to tell you. You'll have to find out. But I do have the full Lou Brock run, and it's a great. He's tough as cheap, guys. So if you are looking for a cool player to maybe do a run of, or just because what I love about runs, Chris, player runs, is you get to see an entire player's career. You get to see them evolve on the pictures. You get to see all the different designs through whatever era that player played in. And it just, I don't know, there's something harmonious about it for me in terms of cards.
I totally agree, because a 19-year-old Corey Yastrzemski is a lot different than a 40-year-old Corey Yastrzemski, and you get a chance to see him on that card, and you get to watch him age, and I think that's part of the reason I like doing player runs, is just get to track them by year, and always get to break them out and see what they look like at certain. It's just beautiful.
Well, I'm glad to be back on the winning side, but let's take a look and see here who we might have for next week. We've got the wheel of names up here. We keep knocking names off because we keep doing these, but we'll have to add a few as we go to make it fair. So here we go. We're going to spin the wheel and see who is going to be the next episode of Showcase Showdown. No.
Oh, either you're going to have to go spend you some money,
Oh
or
my
you're going to have
gosh.
to enjoy and just sit back and enjoy like you did with Gibson.
Oh my
So as you
gosh.
were sitting there watching that wheel, we both have some people on here we don't want that name to land or that dial to land on. And I have a feeling that might be one that you did not want.
That's the worst one for me because, well, we'll wait till the Pete Rose episode. I'll explain my feelings towards Pete Rose, which are positive, by the way. It's just from a collecting standpoint why I feel the way I feel. But can I just cry uncle now on that one and like forfeit? Or we got to go through it.
No, we got to do that. Yeah.
I'll get you the victory. And I want to see your cards, actually. I'm excited to see what all you have. And I have a few, but I have a cool Pete Rose story, though. But Pete Rose card story.
Okay.
Actually, I had two really cool Pete Rose card stories. So anyway, that's it for Lou Brock, everybody. Thank you so much for watching. Chris, thanks for being a humble loser. You're really great about that. And
I don't want to be good at it, though.
You're a great loser. Like, of all the losers I've ever met, you're the best one that I've ever known. Thanks, everybody, for watching. Hope you played along. We'll catch you guys soon. We'll do some Pete Rose. Talk to you later. Keep collecting.